Okay, so I've been laid at the back of that pond for the past 3 months, just through snow, through ice, through wind, through rain. I've been laid there thinking to myself, praying and hoping for sunshine, and it never came. It's like approaching May. As you know, guys, I want to add fish to my pond, and I've been waiting for the weather to heat up, and we have just not found sunshine. In this episode, I have literally just come back to the game, all right? I took a break because, in all honesty, I wasn't enjoying filming, I wasn't enjoying the content I was producing. I was questioning whether I actually wanted to continue with the channel, but having the break has made me miss it, has made me want to get back involved, has made me want to share my journey. But this is going to be a drama-free 2023, and it is literally just going to be me, my pond, my visits to UK Nishikigoi. I mean, last year, I made so many mistakes. I mean, so many mistakes. So this year, it's not going to be like that. It's just going to be a happy, positive place to be. If I've got any recommendations about anything to do with koi and koi keeping, I'll make them. And if I like something and I've used something and it's good, it'll feature on this channel. If I don't like something that I've used, it won't, because it's... So I've been sat waiting for this pond to heat up, okay? We've got to 12, 13 and a half, 14 degrees, but we've not broached the 15 to 20 degrees. And the reason I was waiting for so long is because, as you know, as pond keepers, throughout the winter, a lot of things can go dormant. So parasites, bacteria, things like that can go dormant. It's a good idea when you're in your pond keeping to just sort of get the temperatures up, let what's dormant in your pond come to the surface, deal with the issues, then add new koi. Sorry, the sun is absolutely crazy today. It's not that hot, but it is crazy. It is blazing. So I might just hide in the shade. Okay, so I've been waiting for the weather to heat up for the pond. And the reason for that is I wanted it to go above 15 degrees, ideally between 50 and 20, to bring to the surface any issues that I may have as a pond keeper inside my pond that have been dormant throughout the winter. So just lay there, chilling, waiting to come back out. But then I realised I live in the UK, and I could be waiting for 2033 for this pond to finally get up to like 18 to 20 degrees. By that time, I will still just have 13 fish. So in a nutshell, I've decided to bite the bullet. Dave did send me some videos a while back. Obviously on my break, I haven't been able to share them, but I will be doing in my new videos, and there are some spectacular fish, of which I'm going to be going down to scoop some. You may have also noticed that my hair is somewhat grayer than normal, and that is because of this. Just below the surface lies a big lie. Grey hair, lots and lots of grey hair. Dyed it because I look like the love child of BFG and Cruella de Vil. So yeah, gonna grow this bad boy out now. I'm approaching my 40th. So I hope you enjoyed that little video of me and my grey hair. Yes, I've been dyeing it for a very long time. I started going grey at the age of 19. I got this mad grey shoot of hair here. So now I'm all natural and all like Silver Fox, Silver Johnny, Long John Silver. Also, one thing I'd like to say is somebody signed up to just had me delivery from Lion Prep. Love my food from there. And somebody signed up which made you feed a Johnny for 1 day. Well, I got £15 off my next order. So whoever it was, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the food because I absolutely love it. In fact, I'll pop the discount code in here, it gives you 30% off, gives me 15 quid in my pocket for something I'm already buying. There you go, I've already made one recommendation to you of something that I use that I like, and that happens to be food, which has resulted in another subject. I've been on holiday, and honestly, you will not believe this. I mean, you couldn't write this. It is just ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick insight because I did do some recordings when I was out there on holiday, and this didn't happen on purpose. It was just a family holiday. So we booked a holiday in a nice hotel in Gran Canaria. Katrina, Lopsan, something like that. It's going to be on my video anyway. Paid for one of them swim up rooms. We paid an extra 800 quid or just under 800 quid for this swim up room, and we checked in on the first night. There was none available, so they put us in this other room. I was cheesed off, but then when I woke up in the morning, opened the doors, there's a koi pond right at the back. Like, they didn't know. Obviously I'm Koi Fish Johnny, they won't know because I'm not that famous. But I opened my, you'll see it because I recorded this, and I've done a recording in the hotel, and I've done a recording of the pond for you guys, because there's things I didn't understand about the pond, on how it works, like flow, lots and lots and lots of things that you'll know that I don't know about how this pond works, but it's a very well established pond, and there was some big koi in there. I'm talking like 75 centimetres, 65, 75 centimetres from what I saw of those koi in that pond. But can you believe it? It's literally in my back garden. My back garden, my back terrace. It was just over like a little pathway, and there it was, this big koi pond. And there was like 1,000 rooms or something like that, and my room had the koi pond. It was the second closest room to the pond, I think. It's just ridiculous. So it was like someone was telling me, do a video, and I actually videoed the hotel, because the hotel I stopped at was banging and there aren't no videos out there. So I did a little video there. I'm waffling and talking too much about a video recorded, yet to edit. You'll be seeing it here first, okay? So I made a lot of mistakes last year, a hell of a lot of mistakes. It wasn't the year I looked forward to, and probably the only positive that came out of that year was, there's one in growth in knowledge and another one in growth in the channel. But in relation to a lot of things that happened last year, it was a bit of a 4-letter word starting with S and ending in T. So I've decided now, if I want to continue this channel, which I am going to do because I love doing the fun stuff, there's going to be no negative shizzle on it. There's going to be no bad stuff. It's just going to be like what I enjoy, what I recommend, what I love doing, and my pond and going through the journey. It's just going to be me and my pond, and maybe the odd 1 or 2 videos every now and again, like going on holiday, which contained koi that might pop up randomly. I'm going to be handling whatever comes from that pond. So if there is anything dormant that's not quite woke up yet in that pond, I will just be dealing with it, because they're my issues from my pond. So wherever, however, or whatever comes from my pond doesn't matter, because I'm the one that's going to be dealing with it in whatever way is suitable. Another thing that you can look forward to is the growth in the koi. So we are going to be doing a few things differently with the pond this year and trying to grow them the best way. We definitely won't be making the mistakes I've made with the PP, but we will be doing, like I've decided, after consulting a few people and looking at it and thinking about it, I'm using Virkon this year. For the first time, I've had a lot of people tell me about Virkon, tell me how great it is and how wonderful it is, and how it kills off a lot of bacteria and this, that and the other. So I've decided to bite the bullet, and I bought some, and I have done my first dose. I'll be doing my second dose in 2 days time before the new koi arrive. There's also going to be some general pond keeping fun, stupidness. I'm going to literally be taking the covers very soon off the top of this pond. But the only problem I've got is that one of my neighbours spotted a heron recently, which has put the willies up me, put the fear of God into me about what could happen, especially with the rising koi prices and the rises in prices generally everywhere over the UK. I'm going to be putting the net back on. I'm going to take the covers off and the big stones off the side, uncover the big window, which will be covered in algae on the back, which I'll have to clean and get my hand nice and cold again. And then I'm going to put the netting on. I'm going to put it short term. I'm just going to put some bricks around and put the netting over the... In fact, let's have a look, wander over. Right, so what my plan is here with the pond, I'm going to move my mug out 1 second. Okay, so now we can see I've got these. These are going to be coming off, and this netting is going to go over. But I'm just thinking about, for the time being, putting the netting here, from here to literally about here. Reason being, if a heron comes, the fish don't go high where the bubbles are, the aeration, should I say, to sound more educated. And they can't be seen, the fish, that well. Plus, a heron wouldn't have anywhere to stand because the window's thin and that is wobbly, it would fall. So if a heron's going to come, it's going to stand on the sides. So if the sides are covered by, if the part that he can access with his beak is covered by the netting, then the heron won't be able to get any fish, if that makes any sense. So I'll just have a sliver there. Like, could a heron get into there if it's uncovered? I don't know whether a heron could get into that section. I might cover it all, but it'd be great if you guys could drop me a little comment into there to just say whether you think, yes, I should cover the whole pond with the netting, or whether I could actually leave a particular section there to just allow... I don't actually know the reason why I'm leaving a section clear there. I think I'm just leaving a section clear there because I want the least amount of netting possible over the pond. And I foresee it as overkill if I have netting over the middle, where, in my opinion, and I could be completely wrong, the more I talk about this, the more I'm thinking I am, it just might look a little bit scruffy in the middle, especially where the net here may connect to the outside. So if this is running down here, if this like that, if this is running down here, it's just going to look shit. It's just going to look a bit not great, is it? All right. So I'd like to have the netting as least as possible. In the future, I have got some plans in relation to the netting permanently. I've got two ideas. One is to, well, I'll go through that on another time, but I do want to try and make something a little bit more permanent, or a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but protecting the koi at the same time. So also, I was Dave at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, Willy Wonka's koi factory. By that I mean UK Nishikigoi. Sent me some videos when he seen my Christmas wish list. He sent me some videos, and Jesus Christ, he hit the nail on the head. I might even actually drop them in the video he sent me right at the end of this video, so then you can see what he sent me. But in the meantime, obviously having my break, I have popped down to see Dave, and I had a fantastic day with him. I had a really fantastic day. Not just the fact he's my koi dealer, but he's a very likeable guy, and I get along with him. And he knew, I think he knew I was losing a little bit of enthusiasm for the hobby. I've been through a rough patch, and he basically showed me everywhere. And when I call it Willy Wonka's koi factory, the reason I call it that is because every time I go, he shows me a new section. So I don't want to go into it too much, because I don't want to make false promises about what I can show you, because I don't know if who he shows everything to, if that makes any sense, and what he will allow me to record. But I went there and I had an amazing hour, 2 hours, I don't even know, a couple of hours. I had an amazing couple of hours when I was there, just chatting about what koi, looking at koi. I've seen the most beautiful koi I've ever seen, really. Aesthetically, I thought it was the best koi I've seen in my life. It was like a 3-step kahaku. It was just sensational, the shape, the body on it, glorious. And the fish that I looked at, there's been a tiny change in direction for me, because one fish just jumped out at me like that, and I was like, yes, you're the boy, you're coming with me. And there's a massive reason for that, and you're gonna love it, guys. I know you're gonna love it. But there are some pearlers. The price of koi has gone up, and I had a little chat with Dave about that. And it's just the way the market is now, the way the world is. Everything is so much more expensive. And in this particular case, so I'm gonna be spending a little bit more on my koi than I'm used to, for sure. But I'm excited to bring you that video, because I am going there in the near future to scoop those koi. We're saying three definites, 4th maybe, and to be honest, one of the fish you have paid for, okay? And I'll show you behind the scenes type of thing on how you've paid for it. I've also named it after you. Got you thinking now, Anna? So how's it been paid for by you? And how is it named after you? But you will find out in about 3 videos time, which brings me on to my next subject. The next video, what to expect from me now, is the next video will be, I'll be taking the roof off the pond, taking the window covers out, cleaning the window, just having a general chit chat. Whatever comes up, and we'll just have a little chat and get ready for the summer. Then I may pop in the Gran Canaria holiday I've just returned from with the boys. If you've ever travelled with kids, woo, you need a medal, because I'm not in a rush to do that again anytime soon. Madness, absolute madness. But I met some beyond amazing people on that holiday. Crazy. But I've done a little review on the hotel, and I've also done a video of the pond. Then I'm going to get all my koi out and just do a little inspection before I get my new bad boys in. I'm going to just get the fish out, measure them up, look at them, make sure there's no marks on them, just give them as good of inspection as I can as an amateur, to see if there's anything that may draw my eye beforehand. Be it the temperature of the pond is still at 12.5 degrees, but I can tell you that there are no issues at present that I've seen via the window, and the fish out the koi have been up and eating a bit. So fingers crossed, we're all good to go into 2023 and have an amazing balling time. Then will be my trip to UK Nishikigoi. What Dave allows me to record, I don't know. In my perfect world, I'd love to record everything. I may have to be down there for a day though, wandering around there, because it is just, it's mesmerising. It's a beautiful place, and I don't know if Dave's opening up the gates to people attending without appointments or anything like that anytime soon. I have no idea, but I really hope he does, because it's a beautiful place and I cannot wait to go down there. So that I'm very excited to be bringing you that video. And then there's like a video maybe on Vercon and why I've chose to do the Vercon this year. But yeah, I'm just very, very, very excited to be bringing you, be back online, be bringing you these videos, positive, happy, good videos. So we're just going to be sharing the good stuff. So I'm back now, Koi Fish Johnny, friendly, fishy, fun. Let's have it. 2023, let's have a great one.